Throughout the years, legendary entertainer Bill Cosby has been many things to many people: innovator, educator, visionary, and of course, comedian.
But to our next guest, he was something even more special, a mentor. Joining us now to discuss his new book, Power Was My Mentor, How America's Favorite TV Dad Helped Me See the Big Picture, is author and comedian Art Garfield. Welcome to the show.
Hey, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Right.
It's a pleasure.
So
Thank you.
Power Was My Mentor.
Yes.
Explain that title.
Well, you know, a lot went into that title. You go to the bookstore and you try to see what titles, are selling and all that. And you see the Power books that have the name Power into it. And it just worked organically because Cosby is a force to reckon with.
Okay.
And having the opportunity, the privilege to be mentored by him, the title just came right together. And that whole word power and the mentor, just anybody who is in an influential position and uses that influence to help guide someone who can use that assistance, and they do it wholeheartedly. They do it because what that person is doing has no effect on their own personal career and growth or whatever. That's what that's about.
Okay.
Somebody with power, just using what God has given them, opening that door and paying it forward.
So why did you decide to share this power with the world, and what big picture did he help you see?
Well, the big picture was, I started up as the warm-up comedian for the show.
For what show? The Cosby Show?
No, not for the Cosby Show. His second series on CBS called Cosby.
Oh.
And the big picture was, I was fired from the show, from doing the warm-ups, because they saw him taking a liking to me. It's in the book.
Some politics in there.
Big politics. But the big picture was, he had given me an open invitation to come and watch the process of the show before this happened. And he said, if I were you, I would take advantage of coming to see a show being done by people who are successful at it. He said, Spielberg's not gonna let some young black kid come and watch what he does. But you're more than welcome to come and watch what we do. And if I were you, I would take advantage of this. I started coming every day instead of just that one day during the taping session. And that's when other folks were like, why are you here? And the big picture was, after I was let go, I kept coming back because I was like, all right, they fired me, now he has to fire me. And the big picture.
Wait, so you got fired from the show, but you kept coming back to work, and Bill Cosby said that that was okay?
Let me tell you how he said it was okay. This is how smooth this man is. See, a lot of people don't know how Cosby works.
Okay.
They get to see Cosby, the outspoken guy about this and that, and the funny guy on TV and the funny guy on stage, but he is a smooth operator behind the scenes.
So what did he do? Because essentially, if it's his show and he's the most powerful person there, then if he liked you that much, then why'd you get fired?
Well, I'm in the grand scheme of things, I'm a very small person on the totem pole, very small. He even had a conversation with me one day, and it wasn't even about this. It was about, listen, these people run my show. I have to get along with them, and that's just the way it works. But we weren't talking about this. We were just talking in general, and I got it. He speaks in code. You just have to get what he's saying. So I'm rambling. So how the big picture was, when I showed back up, it was to the chagrin of the people who let me go. And he came into the writer's room. I showed up like I do on Mondays with the whole cast, and they're doing the script read through. I was being inconspicuous. He comes in late while the room is full. He does one joke every time, tears the room apart with that one joke. So this is what he did. He came in, did his one joke, broke the room apart, and his very next words were, has anybody seen Garfield? I was like, whoa. One of the producers who didn't know that I was let go, see, he's right over there. Said, right here, sir. He goes, oh, good. Give Garfield something to read in this week's script. So I went from inconspicuous fired guy against the wall, trying to be cool, just trying to keep showing back up and see what he was gonna say about me being there, to sitting at the table with the whole cast reading a role for that week's episode. Wow. The person who let me go, I saw them at the corner of my eye, they were like this.
So has he read this book
yet? You saw me
yet?
edit my whisper?
What has he said about the book?
I ran into him 2 years ago while he was doing a book signing at Human bookstore up in Harlem, which is no longer there. And I told him, I said, I'm writing the book. He said, okay, I'm not helping you with this. right? And so we got a nice little laugh after that. Then I saw him again at another book signing up at York College, and I told him, I said, I wrote the book. And he says, let me get it, where's it at? Gave him the book, and he was like, that's what's up. That's what's up. And he was on his way to hit the stage, so our conversation was very brief. But he was excited, he was proud, that I had followed through. And I didn't want to approach him until that book was complete. Mm-hmm. You can't come at Cosby without having to tell him some growth of what you've been doing. So it's literally been 17 years since the show ended, because it was during the 96-97 season that I was there. But I waited a very long time to write it, and then I waited a very long time before I caught up with him to let him know.
And now he can read it, and we all can read it as well. Available now, right?
It's available on Amazon.com. It's a very, very great story. I pulled no punches. I changed the names to protect myself, and but the story is it's all about what went down and how he assisted me.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for writing this book.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with more Rise Entertainment 360.